everyone, and happy Monday. I hope your week is off to a wonderful start. I can hear hawks and crows out here right now. I decided to change things a little. Usually I'm just out here doing my usual walking around, sun gazing with my little narrative, but I decided why not change my night practice into a day practice and bring it outside. So that's what I'm going to do. Things may be sounding a little different. There is a lot of traffic going by, but hopefully this will carry the blessings, wow, to all the cars going by and all the creatures that are here that you can actually hear vocalizing, and Violet is here too. Chongchub ning por tiki bar sangje nama kyapsuchi chodong chongchub senpai sokla yang de shin kyapsuchi jitar no gi de shiki chongchub dugni ki padang chongchub senpai la pala de dagrim chen ne patar De shindro la vendondu chongchub sen ni ke gishing De shindu ni la pala rimpa shindu la paryi. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and likewise in the assembly of Bodhisattvas. As the previous Buddhas embraced the enlightened mind and progressed on the Bodhisattva's path, I too, for the benefit of all sentient beings, give birth to bodhicitta and apply myself to accomplish the stages of the path. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas, I take refuge in the Dharma, and likewise in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. As the previous Buddhas embraced the enlightened mind and progressed on the Bodhisattva's path, I too, for the benefit of all sentient beings, give birth to bodhicitta and apply myself to accomplish the stages of the path. Sangje chodong suki chognam la chongchu bardu dagni kyapsuchi dagi jinsok jipe sonam ki drola penchir sangje drupar shog sangje chodong suki chognam la chongchu bardu dagni kyapsuchi dagi jinsok jipe sonam ki drola penchir sangje drupar shog. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. Manam kadang yampe sim chen tam che de wadang de we judang den bar jig dugnel gi judang drawar jig dugnel me pe de wadang me drawar jig ne ring chak dang ne dang drawe tomlom la ne par jig manam kadang yampe sim chen tam che de wadang de we judang den par jig dugnel gi judang drawar jig dugnel me pe dewa dang mi drawar jig ne ring chak dang ni dang drawe tomlom la ne par jig. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness in the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Homage to noble Aryatara. I bow in reverence to you, transcendent swift heroine, whose eyes flash instantaneously like lightning, emerging from countless blossoms. You are born from the teardrops on the lotus face of Chenrezig, Lord of all three worlds. I bow in reverence to you, whose face is like 100 full autumnal moons, combined, shining with the resplendent radiance of thousands of galaxies of stars. I bow in reverence to you, golden Tara, born from a blue water lily, with hands perfectly embellished by lotus flowers. You embody generosity, diligence, asceticism, tranquility, patience, meditative equipoise, and the complete sphere of Dharma practice. I bow in reverence to you, the crown of Tathagatas, whose infinite deeds are all victorious, who has attained the complete perfections, upon whom the children of the conquerors wholly rely. I bow in reverence to you, whose syllables Tutara and Hung pervade the desire realm and space in every direction. With your feet stomping upon the seven worlds, you have the capacity to summon all beings. I bow in reverence to you, who are venerated by Indra, Agni, Brahma, Vayadeva, Vishnu, and Ishvara, and praised before multitudes of harmful spirits, raised corpses, scent-eating Ganvaras, and malevolent yakshas. I bow in reverence to you, whose Trey and fate completely annihilate enemies' malefic wheels of confusion. With your right leg bent and your left extended and subduing, you ignite, set ablaze in a raging fire. I bow in reverence to you, the great fearsome one, whose Ture conquers intrepid demons. With a wrathful scowl on your lotus face, you slay all foes without exception. I bow in reverence to you, whose hand beautifully adorns your heart in the mudra, symbolizing the triple gem, ornamented by a wheel that radiates your swirling light in every direction. I bow in reverence to you, supremely joyful one, whose crown emits a garland of majestic light. By jubilantly laughing Tutare, you subjugate all Maras and their worlds. I bow in reverence to you, who summons the entire council of Earth's protectors. As your wrathful frown trembles, you liberate the impoverished from all adversity with the syllable Hung. I bow in reverence to you, whose crown is haloed by a crescent moon and ornaments of gleaming brilliance. From your coiled locks of hair, Amitabha's radiant light eternally shines. I bow in reverence to you, who abides amidst garlands, blazing like the flames at the end of a cosmic era. With your right leg extended and your left drawn in, joy envelops you, who annihilates legions of enemies. I bow in reverence to you, whose palm strikes the ground beside you, and whose feet stump upon the earth, frowning wrathfully with the Hung syllable. You destroy the seven levels. I bow in reverence to you, who are blissful, virtuous, and peaceful, and whose domain is the tranquility of nirvana. Armed with the perfections of Soha and Om, you conquer great evils. I bow in reverence to you, who, surrounded by the profoundly joyful ones, utterly destroys the bodies of all enemies. You liberate through your 10-syllable mantra and the intrinsic awareness of Hung. I bow in reverence to you, who stumps your feet with Ture. Your seed syllable is itself an aspect of Hung that rattles the mountains of Meru, Mandara, Vindaya, and all three worlds. I bow in reverence to you, who holds a rabbit-marked moon like a celestial light in your hand. By twice proclaiming Tara, then the syllable Fe, you thoroughly eliminate all poisons. I bow in reverence to you, who are venerated by the kings of the divine assembly, the gods themselves in center like Kinnaras. Armed with all-pervasive resplendent joy, you dispel all conflicts and nightmares. I bow in reverence to you, whose eyes are both the sun and the full moon, glowing with brilliant luminosity. By twice proclaiming Hara, then the syllable Tutare, you cure all epidemic diseases. I bow in reverence to you, manifestation of the three realities, who possesses the power to utterly pacify. You who abolish the hordes of malevolent spirits, raise corpses and demon yakshas. With Ture, most exalted mother, you are supreme. This is the root mantra's praise in 21 hymns of homage. I hear a lot of different birds. How wonderful. I'm going to just zoom this a little because I don't want it to go to that slow processing mode, which would turn everything off. Jatunma pakmadromala chaksalo chaksodroma nirma pamu cheni kechi lodan drama jitan sunko choki shaki gesarja weleni jongma chaksal tonke Tonke dawa kuntu gawa gyani sekpa shelma karma truntok soka namki raptu chewe o raparma chak ser ne chene kegi pema chakni nyam pardyama jimpo thondro kathup shiwa supa samten chodionyenma chak sil deshin shepe sutor dadi nyam parjawa chorma malu foro chimpo tope jawe seki shinto danma chak sil tu dara hung yegi dodong chok don nap kang ma jiten to po shapkinente lupa me part yupanyon ma chak sil gaji me la sang pa luna sok pong chok ma jungpo rolan prisa nam dong no jisoki do ne ton ma chak sil trashe jadang kweki Valor to corrupto joma, ye kom young kong shapkinente, me bar to pashintu barma, chakso to rashikpa champu, duki pa wonyam pajoma, choke shall near turner denze, rawa tamche malu soma, chakso concha somso chage, sormo so tornium parjenma, malo choki koro jenpe, rangi yoki sok nong trokma, chakso rap to gewa jepe, orjenoki twingwa pelma, sheparap shitu dorayi, dotang jiten wang do zenma, chakso sashi kongwe soknam, tamche jupan yupanyenmo, dronyer yowe yege hongi, longpa tamche nyam padroma, chakso dawa dobo orgen, Gempa tamche shintu barma, Rau petroneo pagmele, takpashin tu o rapsenma, chaksa karprade ma meatar, barwe twinwe uninenma, ye kom yon kone korge, dry boninyam pardoma, chaksa sashi nola chaki, dilji no chaki doma, dornya chese ege hongi, rimpa dompo namne jenma, chaksa dema gama shima, Nangyen de shi chor yonyenma, soha umdang yang tak tenpe, dit bachin po yopanyenma, chaksa kune korap yawe, draye lo ne rap tu gyama, yege shapki chupe nanki koape, rikpa home dromanyenma, chaksa tore shap nidape, hongi nyapa soponyenma, rirap mam, Daratang beche, jiten sono yawanyenma, chaksela yeso yenampe, ridak tachin chaknanama, tara nijo feke yegi, dukto malu parni selma, chasela yeso nam yapo, ladang miyam chi yetanma, kune gocha jawe jeke, sodam milam ning paselma, chaksel nima dewa, Dawa gepe, cheni polara o rapselma, harani jututarai, shintu drapo rimne selma, chaksel deni sonam koape, shiwa totan yang takdenma, dodan rolo no sognam, jompature rapchok yenma, sawe nanki tope dedan, chaksel wani ni susache. Now we go on to long life prayers and dedication. I hope you can hear me over all that traffic. Kangri we kur we shin kam su, when dang de wa malu jung we ne, chen re zik wang, tenzin jatsu yi, shape si ti bardu tenjur ching. Were this realm encircled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of every benefit and bliss without exception. Tenzin Jatsu, you who are one with Avalokiteshvara, may you remain steadfast until samsara's end. Control Grinchen Song Gia no Wani Bia Tenzin Ba Trupe Pa Kar Chung Dong Ku Song Po Chung Gia Sik Pa Prinle Lundrub Kjeljar Shapten Shog. Embodiment of the three precious jewels, Padmapani, who holds the teachings of the victorious one, seeing the all-goodness meaning with the wisdom eye, may you who are spontaneously established activities live long for hundreds of kalpas. Kongchu sengi tenpa tenpala, nangi wongchu jatsum jampeyang, tupten rinchen drome deksepa, choki nangwal kyal jarshap ten shog. Noble Manjushri, the Lord of Speech, who manifests to hold the teachings of the Triple Gem, who raises the lamp of the sage's teachings, may you who are the light of the Dharma live long for hundreds of kalpas. Compare chuchu to pe tenpala, ning top chimpo mang ne zo xingzin, yao ten lo to go ne jisepa, lo dro pe mo jose kyop jab ten. The sage's rare and supreme teachings, restored and maintained by the courageous one, propagating the conqueror's teachings of scripture and realization, vastly blooming your brilliant lotus mind, may you live long. Dorje changchen telo narodang, marpa mila choje gampopa, bagmodrupa jawadri kumpa, kagyula nam kati manam kitashi shog, sonam di tam che sikpani, dopne ni padranam pam chete, tegana che balong trupayi, si peso le drowar shog. Changchup sim chog rimpoche, ma kiepanam kijurchik, kiepanam pa mi paryong, gong ne gong du felwar shog. Nama kumkam sangwar sawadeb, choktu kusharing war sawadeb, trinle darshin ge par sawadeb, nama dangrel wa me parjin jilob, jampal povo jitar kimpadang, kunto sangpo de yang de shinte, de da kun ge jasu da blobching, ge wa de dang tam che rap tu no, Sanje kusum ni pe jin lab ding dang, chun ni mi jur din pe jin lab dang, get du mi che du pe jin lab ki, jitar no shin molam dru par shog. Dorje Chang, Tilopa, Naropa, Marpa, Milarepa, Dharma Lord Gampopa, Phagmadrupa, and Lord Rikumpa, please bestow upon us the most auspicious blessings of all the Kagyu Lamas. By this virtue may I achieve omniscience. By defeating all enemies, confusion, may all who travel on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death cross the ocean of samsara. Bodhicitta, the excellent and precious mind, where it is unborn, may it arise, where it is born, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. I pray that the Lama may have good health. I pray that the Lama may have long life. I pray that your Dharma activities spread far and wide. I pray that I may not be separated from you. As Manjushri the warrior realized the ultimate state, and as does Samantabhadra, I will follow in their path and fully dedicate the merit for all sentient beings. By the blessing of the Buddha who attained the three kayas, by the blessing of the truth of the unchanging Dharma as such, by the blessing of the indivisible Sangha order, may the merit I share bear fruit. Dakdang korde tamcheki, dusum dusak padang, yopeke wasawadi, Dag semchen tamchen yordula na me pa, yang dag parso pe chang ju brimboche, to par jurcheg. Sheja kun si kun kien chuki je, tendrel ne la wa to tri kun pa, rinchen pa di tempa si te bar, Shibrukto samgo pez and jurchig. By the virtues collected in the 3 times, by myself and all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by the innate root of virtue, may I and all sentient beings quickly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, precious enlightenment. May the teachings of the great Drikumpa Ratnashri, who is omniscient, Lord of the Dharma, Master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, and contemplation until the end of samsara. Glorious, holy, venerable, precious, kind, root and lineage lamas, divine assembly of Yidam deities, and assemblies of Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Yogins, Yoginis, and Dakinis dwelling in the 10 directions, please hear my prayer. May the virtues collected in the 3 times by myself and all sentient beings in samsara and nirvana, and the innate root of virtue not result in the 8 worldly concerns, the 4 causes of samsara, or rebirth as a Shravaka or Praktya Buddha. May all mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me and mine, obstructors who harm, misleading maras, and the hordes of demons, experience happiness, be separated from suffering, and swiftly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, precious Buddhahood. By the power of this vast root of virtue, may I benefit all beings through my body, speech, and mind. May the afflictions of desire, hatred, ignorance, arrogance, and jealousy not arise in my mind. May attachment to fame, reputation, wealth, honor, and concern for this life not arise even for a moment. May my mind stream be moistened by loving kindness, compassion, and bodhicitta, and through that may I become a spiritual master with good qualities equal to the infinity of space. May I gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra in this very life. May the torment of suffering not arise even at the time of my death. May I not die with negative thoughts. May I not die confused by wrong view. May I not experience an untimely death. May I die joyfully and happily in the great luminosity of the mind as such and the pervading clarity of Dharmata. May I in any case gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra at the time of death or in the bardo.